I'm learning something in my spiritual journey. I hope it'll help you as I share it with you this morning. I'm learning that I can't speed up God's timing, but I can slow it down. And so I don't want to slow down getting out of my dark place. And if I don't engage spiritually as I should, I can very easily slow it down. You say, well, I see that for Jonah, but are there any other places in the Bible that present to us this principle? Yes, there is. Many places. Let me give you one of them. In Acts chapter 16, let me tell you a little bit about this before we read it. Paul had been called to a place called Macedonia, a city called Philippi, to preach the gospel. He preaches the gospel, cast out a demon from a little girl there, a servant girl, and the master of the servant girl becomes angry at him, and there's sort of a riot, sort of a disturbance that happens in the town, and suddenly Paul and his fellow worker Silas are arrested. Take a look at what happens here. Here's the story. Acts 16, verse 22. The crowd joined in the attack against Paul and Silas, and the magistrates ordered them, notice this, ordered them to be stripped and beaten with rods. That's bad, is it not? And after they'd been severely flogged, they were thrown into prison. Another bad deal, okay? And the jailer was commanded to guard them carefully. When he received these orders, he put them in the inner cell. So they're in the deepest, darkest part of the prison, and fastened their feet in stocks. About when? Everybody say dark. Would you agree it's dark at midnight? Okay. About midnight, about one of the darkest times of the evening, about midnight, Paul and Silas were complaining. Is that what it says? No, that's what we would do, right? Let's just think with me for a moment. I want you to get right into this story with me. You've been doing good. You've been preaching the gospel. You've been leading people to Christ. You've been driving demons out and setting people free and trying to help people understand how much God loves them. And you find yourself beaten, stripped and beaten, flogged, thrown into prison for doing all of that. What would your attitude be? Would it perhaps be, God, what is this all about? I'm trying to do the right thing, and I get this for it? This is the pay I get for doing all of your work? And we could very easily slip into a pity party, could we not? But I want you to see Paul and Silas in a very dark place. Remember, what's the principle? In a dark place, what is our responsibility? To become what? Spiritually active, okay? They're in a really dark place, so I want you to see what they do in their darkest place. Paul and Silas were praying and singing hymns to God.